My name is Susan Richardson, and I'm on the board of directors with Minnesota Voters Alliance, and I am here to nominate Leilani Holmstadt because for me, actions speak louder than words. Leilani Holmstadt is a person of action, character, and a principled leader. She has been an activist for many years prior to running for Senate. She has testified in committee hearings at the state capitol on a number of important issues. Leilani testified at a committee hearing against the forced unionization of daycares. This government overreach would have denied these home-based businesses the ability to set their own rates and their own working conditions while forcing them to pay union dues. Leilani is a fearless leader, principled in her values. Earlier this year, she put her business and personal assets on the line defending 5 disenfranchised voters in an election challenge against District 833 regarding ballot irregularities in a $96 million bond referendum. As a plaintiff, we all, me included, as well as Andrea in the back of the room, we all faced a $9.3 million surety bond from the school district, as well as a possible civil lawsuit from the school district, yet she remained undeterred. This election really isn't about the candidates, though. It's about every one of you. After all, it's the voters who are the most important variable in this election equation. Leilani has already been working for you as a private citizen, so imagine how hard she's going to work as your senator. I'm proud to call her my friend, and I'm honored to introduce her now. Ladies and gentlemen, Leilani Holmstadt, the next senator of SD54.
Thank you everyone for being here. I'm sure that there were some inconveniences to get here, and your dedication is admirable and appreciated. Thank you. My background starts in Iowa. Now, I have heard every Iowa joke there is from Minnesota. So, I am one of 3 girls in a military family. My father is a 43-year full-time veteran for the United States Air Force, the Air National Guard, and the National Reserves. My mother is a retired master's nurse from the Des Moines VA. I have lived in Cottage Grove for 23 years with my husband and my 3 daughters. An interesting fact about my family is that my girls make up the 5th generation of 3 girls on my side of the family. My grandma, who is 98 and still lives independently, she takes out her own garbage and hangs her own clothes and picks up sticks in her yard. When I was pregnant with my little one, told me, "I hope you don't mess up and have a boy." I said, "Grandma, if we do, it's his fault." In my family, it was stressed that you couldn't complain about something unless you were willing to step up and make a difference. I have done that. I have been willing to step out and make things different. I have testified at legislative hearings. I ran for school board. I was on the voter integrity bill. And now I'm taking this next step. I've been talking to people and business owners in the community. And what I'm hearing from others, that many are feeling the same things that my family are feeling. People are frustrated, you're feeling weary, you're angry, and you're scared. The quality of life in America is going down. I, as well as you, want to provide for your family so that the next generation is better than the current generation. With the increasing cost of private health care insurance, property taxes and income taxes going up, the loss of jobs, food prices and gas prices increasing, and our never-before-seen level of national debt, providing for our families has become more and more difficult. As a state, we have lost billions of dollars with businesses leaving. One Minnesota-based business, Medtronic, has moved to Ireland. With the loss of our businesses, we are losing our competitive edge as well. As a small business owner, I became concerned with private child care businesses being pressured by the state to be unionized. As a sole proprietor, that is concerning. If they can force one private business into a union, what business is next? As with all business, government intrusion and regulations have a negative effect and financial impacts. Our education, or lack thereof, for our youth is concerning me as well. With the state of Minnesota's adoption of Common Core curriculum, I am hearing from business owners their concerns with math, communication, and writing skills that seem to be lacking. The education system is a big business, and it's focused on receiving money. And if it's not going to get the money that it wants, they're going to go after you as taxpayers in referendums or bonds. They seem to be more focused on the money rather than the education of our children. This is also proven by our state's 81% graduation rate and high school reading and math scores hovering around 50%. Along with these issues, there are repeated attempts to remove your liberties. The Democrat Senate candidate has backed 2 bills that will chip away at your Second Amendment rights. These bills are House File 3759 and House File 2897. Both set limits or prohibitions on citizens owning firearms. Our government needs to earn back the trust of the citizens. As a senator, I will not provide political cover for Democrats and their legislation. I am taking the next step to be willing to make a difference. I need your help. I would be honored to be selected as your senator of choice.